Today I am doing a kind of different video than I've ever done before. It's more of a sit down and just talking type of video. I do think it will be beneficial for you guys, possibly. I'm gonna share the ways that helped me overall become more productive and be in a better mindset more often, or at least try to find the lesson and learn from it in situations. Just a disclaimer, this is just what worked for me personally, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect and do these things perfectly every single day. There's going to be days with different circumstances. The point of that is don't beat yourself up over it. If you do slack off one day, it's okay, it happens. Just try your best the next day. Now that that's said, let's get on to the video on how I leveled up in this world we call life, aka the simulation.
Shut up, bitch.
The first thing that really helped me was really getting it through my head that our thoughts, actions, and emotions have like a really big impact on everything about us and our life and our perspective on life. It makes you realize that when you self-deprecate yourself or tell yourself mean things and stuff like that, it makes you more insecure because it hammers it in your head more, if that makes sense. So you're kind of reaffirming it to yourself. It's basically like doing negative affirmations.
What you don't want to do.
Whenever you are getting a negative thought, combat it and be like, oh, but what if this happens? Words truly do have a huge impact on everything. It's literally crazy how impactful words are. That's the first thing that I had to get through my head in order to start changing, you know, because I'm not gonna be able to change if I'm telling myself all the time, oh, I can't do it, I didn't do good today, things like that. I'm just gonna get unmotivated and not want to do things. Keep that in mind and try to avoid doing things like that. Kind of going along with that, you should filter out your social media intake, as sometimes it can be
Toxic.
even if it is subconsciously, it still can be. It could also be a great way to waste your time and get nothing done. That could leave you feeling bad about yourself, unproductive, stressed because you got nothing done. You could see stuff on social media and say like, why can't I have that? So it could spark jealousy or envy and jealousy or envy or stuff like that, and that's not good. That could really mess up your mind and get you to think negative and wishing bad upon others, which you shouldn't do as well. You have to remember social media is so filtered. It's only what they want you to see, you know what I'm saying? Don't set yourself up for failure basically by following only models, things like that, because then you'll kind of get discouraged. I feel like I went and followed a bunch of motivational and law of attraction pages on my Instagram. That really helped me, first of all, be on Instagram less, unless I want to scroll and read a bunch of inspirational quotes. Then I need to get off Instagram. That's kind of cool, you know? Time to get crack-lacking. That being said, I also don't want to cut off all my social media or like intake, you know, because I love watching YouTube. I like creepypastas. I can't just cut that off completely. So what I started doing was kind of a reward system type thing where I'll listen to or watch my favorite YouTubers while I'm doing something productive, like doing laundry or doing my makeup, things like that. I started listening to more affirmations or listening to sleep meditations before bed. Believe it or not, what you listen to and watch has a large impact on your subconscious and how you know, start to perceive things or interpret things. Now, something that helped me stay motivated and keep going was podcasts, books, and self-help journals, shadow work. Things that get you thinking and exploring yourself and learning about yourself and learning what you want to unlearn from what you've been taught. So yeah, I like also listening to these while I'm doing things. They're very encouraging and can help you gain a new perspective or outlook on things. My personal favorites recently have been The Mindset Mentor and The Law of Attraction Changed My Life. Those are podcasts, by the way. I'm currently reading The Alchemist, which I highly suggest. I'm almost done with it. I also read The Power of Now, but I do want to reread that one and buy it. Another great book to read is The Four Agreements. This one's actually a great starting book. There's a YouTube video, read with me type thing, where she reads to you if you're not big on reading. They have that with like a bunch of books too. It's not just that one. I actually have a video on my channel already. It'll be right here on me trying to incorporate the four agreements into my life. I've actually been still to this day trying to incorporate them in my life. They truly did help me a lot. If you want to see how it went, go check out that video. I don't know about y'all, but like, I seem like I've been doing better. It'll also be down in the description if you guys want to check it out after this video. Another way to help you with reminders and stuff is to set reminders and to set up visual cues around your workspace and little notes and stuff, so that way it could motivate you. A great example of this is a manifestation board. Those I've heard are very effective, and I actually plan to do one soon. Visual cues are a great way to be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that, or remember why you're doing what you're doing in the first place. So these will really help you when you get distracted. So something else very important is your environment and living space. A great thing to do is deep clean and get rid of old stuff, so that way you can make room for new stuff. I don't know about you guys, but having a clean, organized room helps me feel ready to do things and get on with it. As to if my room is messy and unorganized, I just don't even want to do nothing. It makes me feel stressed and overwhelmed. Also, I found that working on picking up after yourself helps a lot. You may not think, but it actually does. It makes actual cleaning a lot easier and faster because you've already picked up a lot of the mess after you're done doing things, you know, and putting things back where they go. As to if you did your makeup and left it all for you to pick up at night, it'd take you longer to clean your whole room. It's just a lot easier to just pick up as you go and put things back. And you'll actually find that the more you do this and pretty much everything else, the more it'll become a habit to you. Along with your environment, you're gonna want to take a look at your friends. Yep, your friends and relationships, and determine how they truly make you feel. Who you hang out with greatly impacts your energy, mood, perspectives, and even situations you get yourself into. Other people's thoughts and moods could be contagious if you let them be. There's a saying, you are who you hang out with, and honestly that's pretty true. For example, if you're hanging out with people who constantly belittle you and call you names, then you're gonna start believing that. Just like if you were to hang out with a bunch of kids and they're always doing around you, you're probably gonna end up trying it one day and become a kid. You don't want all your friends to be doing crack activities all day. If that's who you're spending all your time with, what are you doing while they're like, what are y'all doing together? No, I'm just kidding, but see how they impact you, see how you feel afterwards during hanging out, and you'll know if they're really true friends or not. And if you truly do want them in your life, just start slowly distancing yourself from them. Honestly, trust me, the universe will help you. The universe will see you're making an effort to do so, and it'll help you and just pretty much give you ways out. After cutting out toxic people, I had a lot of time to work on myself and work on things that needed development. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but one of those things that they always say in podcasts and self-help things is to get on a better sleeping schedule and start waking up earlier. I was like,
I ain't no early bird. I hate waking up early. I am a night owl, if I do say so myself.
But
are you really? Am I really? Or is that just what I've been accustomed to my whole entire life? I began working on my sleeping schedule and going to bed earlier and waking up earlier. If you're having trouble sleeping, I would turn off my electronics an hour before bed or stay off them and do things like read a book, journal, things that make you settle down and feel tired. Also, a tip is to set it across the room so that way you have to actually get up and turn off the alarm, not just roll over and press snooze and then go back to bed, you know? Another tip is to make your bed as soon as you get up too. With your bed made, it'll motivate you to not lay in it more. I found that it's really peaceful in the morning. Very nice to go enjoy the sunset, the sunrise, eat breakfast outside. I would sit outside and journal with Scraps and Bombo. Just go outside, get fresh air. Another tip, if you're feeling tired, just move your body, stretch around, get your blood flowing. Most likely you just need to move around and get up. The next thing is making to-do lists every day. This really helps me because it helps me actually see it laid out and in front of me, and I can just check it off as I go. I also have bad memory, so it helps me so I don't forget anything. Something I've been doing recently is like setting a timer for myself and seeing how long it takes me to do things, so that way if I see that it's taking me excessively long, I'm like, what have I been doing? Like, why has this simple task taken me 30 minutes? Once I see the time, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm wasting time. So it just helps me like be put in check, I guess. The last thing that I've been working on lately is sticking to a routine and making a morning and night routine / schedule type thing and sticking to it. Believe it or not, but having a routine can truly help you get better sleep and have a more productive morning. Also, I highly recommend incorporating journaling into your morning or night routine, or both. I try to do both. It's okay if you can't do both. Some days I don't do both, but I try to do both. So yeah, that was the last thing that I have recently been working on. Like I said, this is kind of what I've went through in the order that I went through too. Of course, I was doing all of these at once as they were happening to me, or like trying to incorporate them all into my life as they were happening to me. I'm barely trying to get better at sticking to routine because I kind of suck at it. But that's okay. With time, I'll get better. I'll find something that works for me. And you can too. Let me know if you guys try any of these things. I'd love to know if it works for you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my tips. I don't know if you guys like sit down talking videos like this, but if you do, just let me know and I'll do more of them. Honestly, this was fun and I liked it. Bye! Love you guys. See you guys soon.